For 14 years, the Odysseus Palace discovered Ithaca excavations remained unpublished, masking a discovery that shatters history.
There's something huge right here.
For 3,000 years, scholars dismissed Homer's epic as mere poetry, denying the physical existence of Ithaca.
But what if a hidden three-level palace complex from 1180 BC proves the mythical king actually ruled?
After Heinrich Schliemann physically unearthed Troy and Mycenae, this island remained the final blank spot on Homer's map. Now, modern LiDAR scans have revealed underground structures spanning over 2 kilometers, forcing one inevitable, dangerous question. In 2010, Professor Athanasios Papadopoulos commenced highly discrete archaeological excavations in northern Ithaca at Agios Athanasios. Ground-penetrating radar quickly detected massive stone structures buried under 3 meters of soil, spanning 700 square meters. The uncovered masonry perfectly dates to Late Helladic IIIB, the exact presumed era of the Trojan War. A thick destruction layer aligns with the systemic collapse of Mycenaean palaces around 1180 before Christ. For decades, historians following Moses Finley's 1954 theory argued the Odyssey possessed absolutely no geographical accuracy. Yet beneath the dust of Agios Athanasios, archaeologists began pulling physical artifacts directly matching the epic text. The journal Hesperia published findings in 2021, including a terracotta warrior wearing a Boar-Tusk helmet. Homer specifically described this exact type of Boar-Tusk helmet in the epic 10th book of the Iliad. Even more striking, archaeologists discovered a 2nd century BC terracotta mask bearing a direct engraved dedication to King Odysseus. These continuous physical discoveries proved an ancient cultic presence, but here, the historical map stops making any sense. In the epic's 9th book, Homer explicitly described Ithaca as the westernmost island in the Ionian Sea.
But on any actual map, modern Ithaca sits securely east of Kephallonia, making Homer's explicit geography impossible.
Desperate for answers, archaeologists shifted focus to the submerged Polis Cave on the northern tip of Ithaca. Deep, resonant terrestrial. Deep inside this treacherous cavern, researchers meticulously unearthed the cache of shattered, heavily oxidized ceremonial bronze tripods. The Odyssey's 13th book explicitly mentions ceremonial tripods given as royal gifts to the cunning Ithacan king. Connecting the Odysseus Palace discovered Ithaca excavation to the cave, experts meticulously analyzed every shattered bronze fragment. In sterile laboratory conditions, scientists spent months reconstructing the deeply corroded ancient metal pieces into recognizable forms. Slowly, a mathematically impossible coincidence began taking physical shape upon the long wooden tables of the archive. These were not randomized religious offerings dropped by passing sailors into the dark waters of the cave. The fully restored bronze artifacts formed a specific collection. What happened next surprised even the most skeptical scientists. In the Bronze Age, such massive tripods were the ultimate royal currency, far exceeding standard religious peasant offerings. This level of wealth confirmed a major king, yet the island's location still blatantly contradicted Homer's westernmost coordinate. In 2005, Cambridge-published researcher Robert Bittlestone proposed a radical solution. Homer never lied about geography. Bittlestone argued that over 3 millennia, catastrophic seismic activity physically altered the Ionian Islands' fundamental landmass structure. He hypothesized the Peliki Peninsula on modern Kephallonia was actually a completely separate island during the Trojan War. While geologists debated shifting tectonic plates, archivists analyzing the Polis Cave artifacts finalized their exhaustive bronze inventory. The final tally of the massive ceremonial objects resting on the museum table absolutely defied mathematical probability. Archivists counted exactly 12 tripods, the precise number presented to King Odysseus by the Phaeacians in the epic. This shocking artifact correlation forced the academic world to re-examine the ongoing Agios Athanasios structural palace excavations. Professor Papadopoulos documented a massive, three-tiered terraced foundation physically cut directly into the solid rock of the mountain. This terraced layout perfectly matches the precise architectural descriptions of the king's home in Homer's epic text. Bittlestone demonstrated how catastrophic landslides filled the narrow water channel, permanently fusing Phaeacia to the Kephalonian mainland. By erasing the channel, the tectonic shift destroyed the true westernmost island, making Homer's map look totally impossible. With the ancient geography finally validated, the Agios Athanasios excavation team pushed deeper into the central palace. To completely silence the academic skeptics, the researchers needed to uncover one final, undeniable piece of royal architecture. Every Mycenaean palace centered around a Megaron, a grand ceremonial hall containing a massive central circular hearth. The team relentlessly excavated the central terrace for years. What they hit in 2024 changed everything forever. Buried deep beneath the bedrock, archaeologists officially identified the unmistakable stone foundations of the royal Ithacan Megaron. The three-level terrace, the exact bronze tripods, and now the Megaron aligned perfectly with the ancient text. Furthermore, the 2 kilometers of underground structures revealed by LiDAR proved this kingdom possessed immense hidden wealth. Despite these overwhelming discoveries, the complete Agios Athanasios excavation reports remain inexplicably unpublished after 14 long years. This bureaucratic silence cannot erase the physical reality of the massive cyclopean stones resting on the mountain. The unearthing of the Megaron finally shattered the 14-year academic silence, providing direct proof of Homer's king. For 3 millennia, Ithaca was considered a fairy tale kingdom, but archaeology has violently resurrected its foundations. Following the historic excavations of Troy and Mycenae, Ithaca officially falls as the last mythological blank spot. The poet did not invent a fairy tale. He accurately documented a tangible late Helladic geopolitical superpower. Perhaps the excavation reports remain buried because rewriting 3,000 years of accepted history is scientifically terrifying. But the terracotta warrior in a Boar-Tusk helmet and an inscribed fragment of a clay mask dedicated to Odysseus cannot simply be erased. The island of Ithaca now stands not as a mythological metaphor, but as a heavily fortified archaeological fact. If Homer's map was entirely accurate down to the precise number of bronze tripods, then what else? The physical discovery of the Ithacan kingdom absolutely destroys the very concept of mythology as pure fiction. Every ancient epic and every lost city hastily written off by modern historians must be reevaluated completely. If Homer's mythical Ithaca is genuinely real, what other forgotten ancient empires are sleeping beneath our feet? The Ithaca excavation proves that ancient myths hide physical truth. Subscribe to uncover more buried archaeological mysteries. Click on the video on your screen right now to explore new and fascinating mysteries of humanity's amazing history.